Hey everybody, and today we're going to be focusing on another Star Wars tutorial. For those of you that run the Separatist Alliance, you may have a couple of B1 battle droid units. So for this, let's get started. For this, I base coated this miniature. We're using Corax White, which you could use Wraith, but you could use Wraith Bone. But I decided to use Corax White because it has a brighter bone-like color for the B1 armor. So for the B1s, all I'm going to do today is going to apply the simplest common color that they're coming, which is that bone color. For this, I'm going to use Skeleton Horde. So, here, take some Skeleton Horde. We're not going to put this on the palette, but we want to make sure that is not too much on our brush. And I'm using a medium layer brush by Citadel. But if you want, you can use a small shade brush if you wish. So, for this, make sure you don't pool in any areas, and you just do it very gently, like that. So that way, like in the movies, or Star Wars The Clone Wars, if you're familiar with that, they have that nice bone, light bone color. Because if you notice, their armor is not so much of a vibrant tone. And also, since this miniature has a lot of recesses, make sure they don't pool. And this paint doesn't pool in the recesses. Just make sure it's a nice, even coat and finish. Always forget about the underside. Always use the underside. Always remember to paint the undersides of the models, like on the underside of the legs, the joints, anywhere where you see white. Block it in with Skeleton Horde, including the shoulders, arms, and I already painted the gun off camera. So for the blaster, all you just need is black, and that's pretty much it. So for the backpack, same thing. Make sure it doesn't pool too much. A little more paint on the palette. Now, if you notice it might be pooling a little bit, just move your brush. Make sure you poke them, and then move it to a different area of the miniature. So for this, we're going to focus on the other side of the leg right here. Right here. And then finally on the head. And if you see it like being too dark, just make sure you wipe off most of the excess paint. Move on to different areas in miniature, like the neck, the shoulder joints, or the places that need to have the contrast paint. Oh, inside of the arm, before I forget. Inside the arm right here. Make sure there's no white left over. Okay, that is done. So, that's it for today's tutorial. That's how you can paint your B1 battle droids up to parade ready standard. These are just standard B1 units. So for next time, or tomorrow, I should say, I'll show you how to paint different versions of the battle droids. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Bye bye.